This one's going to be about overcoming pain. One common thing you'll see in my leg days is that I'm training my legs, and leg days are notorious for being clowned on. SBD, or squat, bench, deadlift, are the three main movements in powerlifting. So, why the don't skip leg day meme? Or like the bro doesn't want to squat, he doesn't want to do legs, only hit arms, curls, bench. You'll actually even see a deadlift enjoyer, but leg day enjoyers seem to be missing from the equation. And it's just because leg day sucks. It hurts. And in comparison to the others, it's, I guess, less enjoyable. Personally, I don't see that, but I get that there's way more pain in it. Your legs are your foundation, and that means that if you're going to train your legs hard, basically like doing anything now sucks for until you recover. Yeah, there's like another meme of training so hard on leg day that you just can't hit legs for a week. Like it's like the excuse for not hitting legs is like, oh, I hit legs like 2 weeks ago. And yeah, it's just like it's dumb. It's dumb. It really is just the community saying in a broad sense, I cannot tolerate the pain of training legs. And obviously this isn't like some huge problem, but it is a problem when you consider most people who get into fitness don't stay in fitness. They always move on. And it's not always, but the majority move on. They don't stay fit. And that's clear with modern society in that, I mean, we're facing like a huge obesity epidemic, like a diet epidemic. People are no longer eating real foods, and people are getting sick more than ever. And so this is just the world not being able to tolerate pain, not being able to overcome pain in any sense. And that's a big problem. So yeah, I just want to show off how I personally overcome pain, specifically in the gym. These are going to be three things that you've got to do. And everyone does this, whether they know it or not. They're pretty simple. So I'm going to use squats as the first example. This is going to be focus. This is about focus. The squats are an exercise that you specifically have to be dialed in. You have to focus. You can't be on your phone while you're squatting. Maybe on the leg press, but you got to be consistent then. And I'll get to that. But you have to focus, because if you don't focus, you can't do a single rep. You're going to fall over. You're going to freaking crush your skull. You got to focus. And that means just be in your body. Do the motion and move on. It's just so simple, but being overstimulated, people are so used to just letting someone else take over, or being in the moment, but not themselves in the moment, just being kind of in their body. And so you have to focus to get the reps in. You can't do a single rep if you're not focused. It's not going to be worth it. It might, you might see some payoff in the short term, but you're not going to be able to progress. You can't squat heavy if you're not dialed in, if you're not focused. Now, I'm going to use the hamstring curls to talk about something else, which is consistency. This is the second thing you need. Focus is good. Focus gets you that first rep. Consistency is how you get that second rep, that third rep, the sets of 10, the sets of 50. This all comes with consistency, reps over time. You have to be increasing the amount you do. And really, more importantly than increasing the amount you do is just showing up consistently every day if you have to. I personally like to train just about every day. It keeps me sane. And I'm seeing a lot of insane people. This set of squats was not supposed to happen. This set of squats was not scheduled, but I did not get the numbers I wanted. I was planning on doing 3 sets of 10 with 205, and I just wasn't there. I wasn't strong enough today. I got a set of 8, a set of 7, and then another set of 7, and that was a struggle. And I thought to myself, how can I fix this? What do I do about this? Because I feel bad. I was supposed to get 30 reps of total volume with 205, and I only got 22 reps. So I just did another set. And I'm able to do that because I'm freaking consistent. I show up. I know I got to get this amount of volume. I did another set. This set, I got a set of 7, which is acceptable. I got 29 total reps instead of 30. That's okay. I'm going to use the deadlift to demonstrate the final thing you're going to need in the gym. The first two were focus, then consistency. And third, you're going to need some cues on your lifts. My cues for deadlifting are, first of all, foot placement. You got to walk up to the bar. You got to know where your feet are going. I get that ready. Next, I do these things kind of quickly now, just because of experience. But at the start, it'll definitely be a little slower, and it might not be as easy for some people. But first off, foot placement. Then I want to breathe a good breath into my belly. I'm going to engage my lats. I get my hands ready, and I brace my core. And I do this pretty much all at once. I breathe in, engage my lats, my hands are ready, I brace my core, and then I lower myself. And it's not much of a squat. It really is like a hip hinge. Well, it's like the RDL, the Romanian deadlift. You're going to want to do that motion on the way down. And I grab the bar, making sure my elbows are straight. I keep track of my eye placement, which is actually pretty important. You don't want to be looking freaking straight up because then your spine is naturally going to extend. Your back's going to extend. You don't want to look straight down because then you're going to arch your back down. I mean, that's better, but really I want to keep a neutral spine. I want my eyes pretty much straight forward. And that, because I'm going to be arched over a bit, that's going to mean, I'm actually looking at the ground a bit, or, not straight forward, but a little bit lower. And then I pull the slack out of the bar and lift. And really, since my elbows are already straight, the pulling of the slack and the lift are kind of just one motion. And that's it. Those are my cues. I place my feet, I breathe, engage my core, get my hands ready, brace my core. Engage my lats, then brace my core. Lower myself with the hip hinge, grab the bar with straight elbows. Make sure my neck is freaking like normal, so my back is not extending. And then I just pull the slack out of the bar and lift. And I use these cues because I got to get the form down. If I don't have these cues, if I don't know what I'm doing, well, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm going to get injured. I'm not going to freaking engage my lats. My arm's going to rip off, I'm not going to engage my core. I'm going to freaking crumple like an aluminum can under pressure, and I can't have that. So that's pretty much it. Make sure you're focused in the gym. Make sure you're consistent, you're showing up, and of course, you got to have some cues. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know when to brace before you squat. You got to know when to breathe. You don't want to get injured. You don't want to rip something. You got to be real careful with the heavy weights. Thank you for watching. To work one-on-one with me, click that link below. Stay tuned for a new leg day every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And up next is going to be leg day 753, the counter punch. See you guys in the next one.